What's going on? It is Coach AJ Liu, and today I'm going to tell you how to actually generate revenue using social media. So I'm not going to give you any tips on posting or when you should post, any of those things. This is literally how to generate revenue for your business using social media. So before I hop into the exact strategy, I'm going to tell you how I first learned this and kind of what's happened since. So about two and a half years ago, in August of 2016, I left my corporate sales job and joined this fitness startup company. And with this fitness startup company, basically we had personal trainers that would work out of gyms in Las Vegas, here in Las Vegas, and up in northern Utah. And what we would do is we would run ads on Facebook, and we would run ads, and the ads would be asking people to engage. And our target audience were women between the ages of 45 and 60 that had some weight to lose. And so we would run these ads and they would comment on the post, and then we would like their comment and we would send them a message. And the message was simply, hey, first name. So, hey, Carolyn, what's going on? We would start a conversation with them through Messenger. We would schedule a time to either meet them in the gym to take them through a workout or a phone call, one or the other. And then we would close the sale. And so it was crazy. And within the first year of that company being open, they were generating $30,000 a month in revenue, all from Facebook ads. Unfortunately, the two owners didn't have the same vision for the future, and a lot of the personal trainers weren't the most trustworthy people. They were skipping client workouts and things like that. Whatever. They ended up shutting the company down. But I learned whoa, this internet marketing thing can actually generate revenue for a business. So I started a marketing agency, and I've been doing it since December 2016, so about 2 years now. And I know a lot of small business owners are like, yeah, I see it. I post, I've tried boosting posts, I've tried doing some things, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really generate revenue. Well, I'm going to show you how to actually generate revenue. Okay, so the first thing I need to show you is I want you to imagine there's three pools of people, okay? There's three pools of people that are your potential customer, that are your ideal customer, okay? And one of those pools are the people that are ready to buy right now. And that's just a little tiny percentage of all the people that are on social media are your ideal customer that are ready to buy right now. So let's call that 5 to 10%, okay? And then on the other side, over here, you have the people that either aren't on social media or aren't ever going to buy from you, right? And let's call that about 10%, okay? So if we had about 10% here and 10% there, that leaves about 80% here in the middle. And this 80% in the middle are the people that nobody's going after, right? Everybody's going after this group right here. So you got all of your competitors that are running ads or social media are trying to get the sale right now, right this second, today. And so they're spending a lot of money here and they're not getting any results. And so how do you get results? Well, the thing with social media is it's social. When was the last time you heard someone say, hey, honey, I'm going to Facebook, what can I get you? Right? Nobody's ever said that. So people don't go on social media with the intention of buying, but people make a ton of money off of social media. So how do they do it? Well, it's very simple. It's called intent-based branding, okay? Intent-based branding. And what I mean by intent-based branding is you want to get these 80% of people that are going to buy eventually within the next 30, 90 days, at the maximum 180. And you want to start putting valuable content in front of them, okay? But it's not enough just to put out content and think someone's going to buy. What you have to do is you have to create a path to revenue, a clear road to revenue. And so if you're starting with your ad here, right? And we recommend video ads. The reason we recommend video ads is because when someone watches a certain percentage of your video, say 25% or 50% or 75%, all the way up to 100%, you can create audiences of those people, so you can keep showing people the same, or the same people, different videos and different content, so they begin to know, like, and trust your business and eventually decide to do business with you, okay? So first thing, you start with an ad, right? But then what you have to do is you have to have a clear path to revenue, okay? And so whatever that path is, there's a couple ways to do it. You can have something where someone sees your ad, you have a call to action or an offer on there, and you send them to a landing page outside of Facebook, right? So this can be a landing page. Facebook also has some cool things they call instant experiences, and instant experiences, you can actually build a little page within Facebook. So you have instant experiences. You also have Messenger that you can use, right? Which is what we were doing with that company I used to work for. So you can use Messenger, you can use landing pages, you can use the instant experience, right? So there's a bunch of ways that you can go about this. But then it really depends on what your goals are. And so with Facebook, when you're clicking boost post, that's not actually going to get you the results that you're looking for. What you want to do is you actually want to decide what your objective is, right? So what is the objective that you want someone to do once they see your ad? And so I'm going to go in order from the easiest objective to the hardest objective. The easiest thing to get someone to do on social media is to generate a lead, right? Where you get their name, email, and phone number. Okay, that's the easiest thing to get someone to do. The next easiest thing is to get someone to register for a webinar. And then the next thing would be to get someone to actually call you or message you, right? To actually communicate with you. The fourth hardest thing is going to be to get someone to actually get into their car and come to your business. And then the absolute toughest thing online is to make that sale right there online. So in order from 1 to 5 in terms of easiest to hardest, you have generate a lead, you have webinar registrations, phone calls, in-store visit, and then finally buying something online, okay? So what you want to do, and as you're mapping out your path to revenue, you want to say, okay, what do I need someone to do first so that I can sell them, right? What's the first thing I need them to do? And ideally, you got to understand, as we move from the easiest thing to the hardest thing, the longer it takes to get someone to take an action. So if you're trying to sell someone something on social media, right, with your first ad, it's going to take that person a ton of times of seeing your ad to actually take that action, because the know, like, and trust factor has to be much higher than if they're just giving you their information or signing up for a free week or a free something, whatever your front end offer is. Okay. So once you have that, so you have your ad, and then you have what the next step is, whether it's a landing page, instant experience, or a messenger. And then what happens next? And so what happens is, a lot of times when businesses are generating leads, the leads come in and you might follow up with your leads after 24 hours. Shoot, I've literally entered my information on sites and not gotten a phone call for a week. So here's the thing. They've done studies on this. If you call within 5 minutes of a lead being generated, right? So someone sees your ad, they give you their name, email, and phone number. Say you're a gym, or say you're some other landscaping company and you're looking to generate leads. If you call within 5 minutes, only 70% of people will actually answer the phone. Only 70%. And you're like, whoa, that doesn't even make sense. They gave me their information. Yeah, but people are so distracted that even if they just gave you their information, only 70% were going to answer. If you go as long as 30 minutes, so if you wait for 30 minutes to follow up, that number drops below 50%. Past an hour, it drops below 30%. So you literally have to have a mechanism in here where you follow up with your leads immediately. And there's some ways you can automatically do that, and there's obviously the manual ways you can do that. So automatically, you can set up automated emails, you can set up automated text messages, whatever. There's a lot of ways you can do chat bots with Messenger, but you have to have something that instantly connects with that lead to take them to the next steps, to schedule the appointment or to schedule whatever that next thing is, okay? So once you do that, then your manual process has to be in place too, because if you expect the computer to always close the deal, you're always going to be missing that human element. So I suggest setting up an automated notification to you or whoever your best salesperson is. So when someone sees your ad, They enter their information. You get a text message notification on your phone. You can use a program called Zapier. Zapier is free to use for your first like 4 or 5 zaps, and then you have to pay, for the premium service after that. But literally, you can say, as soon as someone enters their information, I get a text message, which allows you to pick up the phone and call that person and schedule the meeting or whatever it is that you need to do. Now, obviously, this strategy here is for a certain type of businesses that are looking for leads. I also work with restaurants who you're not necessarily looking for leads, although we do campaigns to build the email list and things like that. You're looking for people to actually come in. And so I'm going to continue on this path, and then in the future I'll do a different video more so for the restaurants that are looking for traffic to actually walk into the door without giving any kind of information up front. Okay, so they see your ad, they give you their information, you follow up, right? So I'm going to draw a horrible phone because I'm not an artist. You follow up, you call and you schedule the appointment, and then what happens next? Well, hopefully people come in and you and them shake hands, right? Or you and your salespeople shake hands with them, take them through whatever the process is, your normal sales process of how you've already grown your business up to where you're at now, because you already have a great business, right? You're just looking to take it to the next level, and then that leads to revenue, right? So you clear this path to revenue. But what happens if someone enters their information here and then you can't get them on the phone? Well, that's where you got to put them into a follow-up bucket. And in this bucket are going to be automated emails or automated text messages, automated processes where you follow up with the customer automatically. So and you can set rules. The cool thing is there's a lot of different softwares you can use in this section here where you can set up rules that say if then, right? So if I call someone and they answer the phone, then I can set up a rule where they will actually not go into this bucket. They won't go into this follow-up bucket. But if I don't get a hold of them, then they automatically go into this follow-up bucket, and I can keep on trying to get them onto the phone call, right? So you can set up all those things on the back end to be able to do that. And so you start with the ad, and here's the thing, the cool thing, when I talked about this 80% bucket of people that might not be ready to buy today, but they will be ready to buy within the next 30 to 90 days, you can keep showing people different valuable ads, right? And you can keep on making this offer, whatever your offer is. So if it's a free week, for me, it's a free demo, right? So actually, I'll bring it up now. If you're watching, if you are interested in a free demo of how this can work for your business, you can go to inspiredefforts.com and schedule your free demo. But this is how you actually generate revenue using social media. So it's not about the posting or having beautiful photos. It's not about all that stuff. You can have the coolest content in the world, but if you don't have a clear path from the ad, right, to revenue, and if you're always trying to go after this percentage of people that are trying to buy right now, you're going to have a poor social media experience because you're not putting the odds in your favor, right? You got to put the odds in your favor by targeting the people that need what it is that you have, but might not be ready to buy today. Continue to give them valuable content. Always give them a call to action, and then make sure your process is set up on the back end to generate revenue, which is your end goal. And so with that, the best thing that I can tell you to do is learn how to run video ads and create audiences based on the people that have viewed your video. And so right here, if you have 100 people view this whole video, and then you show them this video, right? And then you show them this video, by the time you get to the third video, those people really know you. They really understand what you're about, what your business is about, how you can help them, how you can solve their problems. And at that time, now they're ready to take action. Now they're ready to buy. And I'll finish up with this. I had a restaurant customer who, when we first started out working with them, they had been open for about 4 or 5 months, and they had stopped seeing all the rush of new customers, and they were just seeing a lot of the repetitive people, right? A lot of the same people coming over again. And so the first month we started working with them, they saw a few new faces, but not a lot. And the business owner got worried, and he's like, man, I'm not seeing a lot of new people coming in. And we sat down and explained to him, hey, so the deal is it takes people an average of 7 to 12 times of seeing you to actually take an action with your business, right? So 7 to 12 times of them seeing you, whether it's seeing your food and noticing your logo, seeing your face because you're doing videos, it takes that average for people to see you before they'll take an action. And then I explained to him the 4 different levels, right? Or the 5 different levels. So we're not looking to generate names, emails, and phone numbers. We're not looking for webinar registrations or phone calls. We're looking for the second most difficult thing to do, which is to get someone to get out of their home, go into their car, use their gas, drive to your location, and then spend money with you, right? So by about month 2.5, so about 2.5 months into working with him, we got to the point where we were driving in over 600 new customers, new people that had never been to his restaurant before, 600 new people every month. And at an average ticket value of $18 per customer, he was seeing a nice bump in revenue from those efforts. And so that is where you're going after this 80% of people, right, who are eventually going to buy what it is that you need or what you have because it fulfills a need, but they may not be ready right now today. And so again, super simple. You don't have to complicate social media. You just have to get people to know, like, and trust you. And it's hard to do it when you're trying to pitch them over and over and over again. So what you do is you give valuable content about how you can solve their problems. And as you continue to give value and solve their problems and give them an offer, then you eventually clear your path to revenue. And so with that, again, if you are interested in a demo of how this works for your business, I do have to warn you, this works particularly well for businesses that follow 3 criteria. Number 1, you're selling to consumers. You're not selling to other businesses. Although you can be, this method is primarily for consumers because consumers are the ones that are spending a lot of time on social media. Number 2, you are willing to track your data. So you're willing to track the metrics along each step in this path. And number 3, you are open to new ideas and creating awesome offers so that we can get the people that are watching your content into your sales funnel. So as long as you fit into those 3 criteria, I invite you to go to inspiredefforts.com and schedule a free demo. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some value from this. It doesn't have to be difficult, right? It can be super simple. It's worked. We've done it with restaurants. We've done it with cosmetologists, fitness businesses, solar companies. So it works. It's just about trusting the process and going through it. So with that, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some value. Again, my name is Coach AJ Liu, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.